See those boxes? Those are joy pendants. Hello viewers, this is GamerZakk, and welcome back for more Legend of Zelda Wind Waker. Last time we finished the first half of the Earth Temple. This time we're going to make more progression in it. We're not going to finish it in this episode, but we're definitely going to finish it in the next. Let's do this. Anyway, I said you want to go into the room to the left. That's wrong. You want to go to the room on the right. Because you can get a small key which allows you to get to that room. Wait. I'm not going to bring Medley because you don't really need her for this room. Because it's basically just going to be navigating your way through a bunch of pillars. As you see, there are floor masters all throughout this room. And there's a bunch of this fog that makes it so you can't fight back. Well, you're supposed to go in between the pillars in a specific way. Like, watch. The first set, you're supposed to take the right path. Second set, you're supposed to take the center. And the third set, you take the right path again. That's the safest way to traverse through here. And once you do that, you get the small key. Simple as that. And the fog clears away, so allowing you to fight the floor masters, which you want to do. It's in your best interest that you fight these floor masters. Die! Die! There. Hey, no! So yeah, I've just been playing this a lot recently. It's been recording. I'm not the procrastinating individual you know me to be. So yeah, it's just gonna be me killing this. And so yeah, it's just gonna be very repetitive. And speaking of repetitive, I'm not entirely sure if the dungeon after this is the longest dungeon. This might be the longest dungeon. I don't know. I just say that that's the longest dungeon because I got stuck on it for like days. So I don't really know. I got stuck on this one part for days when I was a little kid. So yeah, that was actually kind of funny. But when we get to that dungeon, I'll show you what part I got stuck on. So it's just gonna be this over and over again. Which reminds me, I'm surprised there are no likes in this game. A like looks something like this. But audience, let me ask you something. What does this look like to you? What does this look like to you? Rated E for everyone my foot. Okay, so we've killed all 6 floor masters, and now, so for some reason that causes the treasure chest to materialize out of nothing. Again, like, I don't understand something, like, how can you make wood materialize out of just oxygen? How does that work? Anyway, by doing that, you get the first treasure chart of 2 in this dungeon. Every dungeon has 2 treasure charts. I don't know if I've said this before, but if not, there you go. And if you haven't seen the episode of If I Said It Before, then there you go. Serves multiple purposes. Anyway, now that we're done with this room, we can go to the other one that I was speaking of. Yeah, I don't know why I keep coughing so much. Like, this is like the worst time to cough. Wow, I just like rolled into her. Wow, I don't need her in this room either. I forgot. It's just running through this fog with 2 of these things after you. It's not that hard at all. And then once you're done with that, you can just use your skull hammer. Thank goodness I did not say Megaton hammer. Your skull hammer on this, allowing light to enter this room. And then by doing that, we can pull this over here. No, I said grab. There. Link, you do not know how to follow orders. I'm not very proud of you at all. That's right, you heard me. I'm not proud of you. Just roll as if your life depends on it, because it kind of does. Anyway, now that we have that settled, let's go into the other part of the room, which is reached by doing this, pretty much. Can I do this right? Thank you. So yeah, I've just been playing this, as I've said, for like a bajillion and a half time. So yeah, I guess while I'm getting Medley over here, I can tell you a little something. If I'm correct, this game introduced the split timeline theory. Because there have been countless rumors going around about as to what the timeline of all the Zelda games are, like which ones come after this one or that one. Well, this game brought forth the time paradox, which was made in Ocarina of Time, where basically Link travels back in time after he defeats Ganon, causing two separate timelines. Medley, run! No! So yes, this game actually introduced that split timeline theory because it didn't really follow anything else from the other timelines. So yeah, I thought you might like to know. If not, then I just wasted some minutes of your life. Or 1 minute, rather. No, run away from the Poe! Oh yeah, something I need to address really quick. Redeads don't do half a heart of damage, they do 1/4 of a heart. Yeah, so they're a little less threatening now. Die! Anyway, now that all the enemies are out of this room, we can shine light at all these stones. This is the stone we want to shine it at. This just gives us like rupees and magic meter. So how do we do this, you may ask? Because we can't shine light like this? Well, da da da. See, this takes like the longest time to do. That's my, like, that's the first of two problems I have with this dungeon. The other being that the end boss of this place is way too easy. Yeah, the end boss of this dungeon is a joke. Literally, I can beat him in 3 cycles without him doing damage to me. Well, at least I used to. I'm probably not gonna do it because I'm commentating. You know, putting half of my mind on commentating, the other half on the game. Anyway, the path splits here. If you go straight, you'll eventually get to some rupees. But if you go to the right, it'll go to where you need to go next. You can even see by that yellow box, which is a treasure chest. Excuse me. I said that leads to rupees. Even though we're getting rupees right now. Run! Run! No! For the love of God! Can I get over here and then play the song to make a stone collapse? Just because a beautiful song is played? Or has been played? Thank you. And there you go. We now have access to the last part of the dungeon. So yeah, it's gone by pretty quick, if I do say so myself. Because right over there is the boss's chamber, but we don't have the big key. Thank goodness I didn't say boss key. Jump! Oh my gosh, they took Medley! They took Medley! Oh my god! They took Medley! Well, this is a disaster. Alright, back to where we were. I completely forgot to do this. I need to bomb this third pot. So if that ever happens again, I can just warp here instead of having to walk from the beginning of the dungeon to here. I hope Medley doesn't explode from that. And there we go. Can I adjust the camera in such a way so that I can see where the hell I'm gonna land? Okay. There. And we want to go here. And right here is probably the most confusing room. Yeah. Look at this. It's a huge mirror puzzle. It's creative, but it's just frustrating. It takes such a long time to do. So, I think that for the first time in this project, I am going to speed up this segment of the video and then have a little soundtrack. So, I'll see you guys once I am done with this. There! Now do you see how long and tedious this room is? Seriously, like, I showed everything that you could possibly do in this room, and that took me like 8 minutes. Like, seriously, this is probably the longest room in any game. Well, actually, no, there is a room that's longer than it, but you have to go to it multiple times. This room you only go to once. Anyway, we don't want to go to that room quite yet. We actually want to go to this little bonus room to get the second treasure chart. So I think that we should do just that, and then after that we'll end the video there, go into the other room, and then fight the boss. I think that's how it's going to work. Anyway, we'll put Medley here. Then we got to pull out this brick. Well, actually, no, we don't want to put Medley there. What we want to do is we want to shine the light on the coffins and watch what happens. They open and look at Stalfos. Yep, 3 of them. Don't follow me into here, Medley! Oh god. Die! Die, you stupid skeleton! Die! I never thought of using bombs. Why? Like, this is just an amazing idea. What? None of them hit. Yeah! That's what I'm talking about! Did you see that? Did you see that? Yes. Let me just open this. Whoa! Look at this. I'm still not fully healed. Oh, come on! Ah! Oh, yay! I can fully heal. Ha 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 ha. You lose, you lose, you lose. Anyway. There is one more thing I'd like to mention. I showed you the re-deads. In Ocarina of Time, if you lure a re-dead to the dead body of another re-dead because they linger around for a while, it will eat the dead re-dead. Re-dead's just like, well, can't let this one go to waste. Seriously, it's hilarious and creepy at the same time. And you wanna know what rating that game is? E! That makes perfect sense. Anyway, we got the second treasure chart. I think that's gonna be it for this episode, alright though? So, next time on The Legend of Zelda Wind Waker, we are going to finish up here in the Earth Temple. So, without further ado, I say to you, stay tuned!